So I have to get real with you for a minute. This journey to getting lean, getting shredded, getting down to 10% body fat is hard. Most people are going to have a very difficult time reaching these goals. And in this video, what I want to do is actually break it into two parts. One is show you why this is so difficult for so many. And then I want to share with you how you can set yourself up for success on this journey to actually reach this goal. And this is based on my experience, having done this myself, as well as being a coach to hundreds of others who have personally got it from point A to point B. So this is what works in the real world. And without any further ado, let's dive into it. So the first question we have to ask is, why is getting shredded so difficult? Isn't this just about eating less and moving more? Can't we just do that and get to the goal? And actually, that's what most content is about, is how to best eat less and how to best move more. And that's probably one of the reasons why you're watching this video, is to find some nutrition tips to help you dial in your diet, to set your protein target, maybe your macronutrients, maybe the best training split, and it's really focused on what's the best program, how can I get the best results, and how to dial in that process to get to the goal. And that's what most people are focused on. But the truth is, this is just step one. Dialing things in is just step one. The real difficulty lies in the second step, and that step is how to stay dialed in over a long enough period of time to see these results. Because getting shredded is not going to happen in a few weeks. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time. It takes months of staying dialed in, and that's the hard thing. Let me give you two scenarios. Scenario one, someone lost 20 pounds over the last 4 months. They're keeping it off and they're actually changing their habits, and they can really enjoy the process and find it sustainable. Scenario two, someone lost 15 pounds in the last month by doing 7 days a week, cardio plus weights plus HIIT, cutting out all the carbs and doing extreme fasting, and they've lost 15 pounds in a month. Which one of those is more rare? Which one of those is the person you want to be? And going extreme is not that rare. It's not even hard to go crazy for 2 weeks and go black and white and go all in on something, and of course then you fall off. It's much more difficult to achieve a sustainable long-term lifestyle change. That is rare. That is rare for me to see. And that's what the focus should be. The focus, when you go on extremism, how much does that come at the expense of consistency? Really, and consistency should be on top of the list of your goals. If your goal is 10% body fat, 12%, whatever it is, consistency should also be on that list, and actually it should be on the top of that list for your goals. And how do you stay dialed in over a long period of time? That's a great question. So let's dive into that. So the first thing that's going to help you be more consistent on your fitness journey so you can get shredded is if you go below this video right now and make sure you smash that like button as hard as you can. It's been scientifically proven to make you more consistent, to help you get better results. And jokes aside, it means a lot to me to see your support, as well as it helps with the YouTube algorithm to get more people to see this video and to help them on their fitness journey. So please go ahead and hit that like button. And moving forward, to help you being more consistent, there are two things I want to tackle. One is your program, and the second is your psychology. Both are equally important. With your program, I've seen a lot of programs out there. I analyzed a lot of them, and most programs are not designed to be a sustainable lifestyle change. A couple of red flags for you to look out for. One is unrealistic goals and expectations. If the program promises that it's going to get you shredded and peeled in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and you're aiming at 5 to 10 pounds of body fat loss per week, run away. It's not going to work out. Number two, if the program has a very rigid meal plan, meaning that you can really never go out there and have a pizza with your friends and your family, you cannot really ever have any foods that you enjoy. It's extremely rigid. It has to be done the way it has to be done. It's black and white. Run away. It's probably not going to be sustainable for a long period of time for you, and you need to look for something more flexible. Number three, if the program doesn't have any metrics of tracking, basically the program doesn't have any self-accountability. It's one of those woo-woo, intuitive, love yourself type of programs, and you're never measuring anything, you're just kind of guessing stuff. Run away. That's really going to waste a lot of your time. So you have to focus on some of the metrics to see what is going on. Are you making progress or not? How else would you know if you're moving forward and if you're moving toward a goal or not? Number four, if the program is very cookie cutter, if you go to a magazine and you copy what the latest Mr. Olympia does with 7 meals a day, training twice a day, doing HIIT and cardio and weights and all of that, and you're trying to do that with your busy lifestyle, having a job or running your business and a family and a dog and volunteering and all that other stuff, It's not going to work out. There's a mismatch. You're not Mr. Olympia. You need a program that's suitable for your lifestyle. And moving forward, I mean, if the program doesn't handle the basic fundamental scientifically known things that work, like calorie deficit, getting your protein, resistance training, progressively getting stronger over time, if it's not handling your protein, your macronutrient intake, and telling you to eat healthy, and all the things that we know work, run away. I mean, these types of programs out there, believe it or not, most of them are not even handling the basic fundamental stuff. So you have to focus on this. I mean, I made 600 plus videos on this channel about how to really dial yourself in. So I urge you to go explore and look around. I'm going to leave some resources in the description below, but you have to dial in your program so your program doesn't suck, because if the program sucks, you're not going to be able to be consistent with it. So this is the first part of the equation. Now, the second part of the equation is your psychology. Now, with psychology, this is the part that almost nobody talks about. Everybody's ignoring this part. Everybody's so focused on the program. And actually, as a coach, I'll tell you one thing. Psychology, at some point in the journey, as you get closer to 10% body fat, becomes 80-90% of the conversation. The 10 and 20% are about dialing in the program, making adjustments and tweaks and things like that. But psychology is actually most of the conversation. Because we're not robots. We're not computers. As much as sometimes I wish we were as an engineer, we're not. We have an emotional state that affects our decisions. We're dealing with a lot of different life variables that affect us. And we have to learn how to be gritty, how to be determined despite dealing with obstacles, despite having fluctuating emotions. When you see your scale not move and you're putting in a lot of effort and you still don't see the result on that scale, it can emotionally affect your decisions. Or if you actually see the scale go up and down, it really affects you. So staying emotionally grounded becomes critical to trust that process to actually get to the goal. And when it comes to eating, we don't just eat when we're hungry. If it was only when we were hungry, it would be so simple to fix this and to get shredded. But it's not the case. We eat when we're happy. We eat when we're upset. We eat when we're stressed out. We eat when we want to celebrate something. We eat because other people around us eat. We eat because the food is nearby. If you're working from home, the kitchen and the fridge is 5 seconds away. You just go grab something when you're taking a break from work. You're not even hungry. You're not even thinking about it. It's just a ritual. It's a habit that you do. We eat when we're bored. We eat for many different reasons that have nothing to do with hunger. And this is the type of stuff we have to be able to recognize. Our own inner game, our own inner psychology. Because it's the inner game that tells you, the inner voice that tells you that you just had 5 good days so you can have a couple of free, relaxed days on the weekends, and that ends up destroying your progress for the last 2 weeks. That's inner game. That has not much to do with the program itself as much as it is with the voice inside that you have to learn how to talk to. You have to learn yourself. And this is the part that nobody talks about, everybody's ignoring, and everybody's trying to white knuckle it and be a hero without really understanding their own psychology. And as a coach who's done this for a very long time, this is the part that I work on most with my clients who want to get these goals, because this is, again, a difficult goal. It's a hard journey, and grit, determination, consistency, and just staying on point become critically important. And this is where psychology plays a key role. And as I said, 80-90% of our conversations end up being about this. Now, I have a question for you. Which part do you find the most challenging on your journey? Is it the program, dialing that in? Is it psychology, or is it both? Let me know in the comments below, what are you currently struggling with on your journey, so we can get some good feedback for you down in the comments below. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more of this information and content to help you out on your fitness journey. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. Details for coaching in the description below, and I will see you in the next video.